Texting and emailing, it is a really quick way to communicate, but it can cause problems in our romantic relationships. Joining us now is Dr. Patty Ann, a board-certified psychotherapist, who is here to help us navigate through all of it. How are you? Welcome to Sonoran Living.
Great being here. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Okay, so how can we how can we communicate the right way?
Okay. Well, what happens is people communicate the wrong way.
Okay.
So let me tell you how they communicate the wrong way so you know the right way.
Okay.
Okay. So what happens is we're out with our partner and we're at a dinner or at the movies or whatever, and our pager goes off or we get an email, we get a text, our BlackBerry Messenger goes off. And because the way technology has transformed the way we live our lives, we've created a culture of instant access.
Right.
That makes the expectation for an instant response. So we're out to dinner, we're having a nice conversation, we get an electronic notification of a communication, and we automatically start to respond.
And you feel like you have, that's what you said, you feel like you have to. Oh my gosh, this can't wait.
But we don't have to. We think we have to.
Right.
So what we need to do when we're out with our partner is to shut off the communication. Take your cell phone, leave it in your car, leave your smartphone home. It's okay. The world will not stop revolving. We tend to think that everything is an emergency today, and by definition, it's not. So we really need to learn to not allow technology to run our lives. It's just an adjunct to a good life. But if it becomes the way we live our lives around technology, it's not what we want to do.
Now, do you think this is just for when you're, on a first date, a second date, you're sort of courting each other? Because being married a long time, I can't imagine leaving my cell phone in the car. I probably should, but...
Well, why? What's wrong with leaving the cell phone in the car for a one-hour dinner date?
No, I think you're right. I know what you're saying is enjoy the moment. No matter who you are, whether you're dating or not dating, you really should enjoy the moment. Or you're right. Maybe the dinner could be a little nicer if I left it in the car.
Well, what happens is no matter how long you're with your partner, you need to have time to create intimacy.
Right.
And you get the intimacy by connecting one-on-one. If you're constantly connecting electronically with somebody else besides the person that you're with, it really impacts and diminishes the level of intimacy that you're creating in your relationship, and it doesn't really help with the romance.
So my guess is you don't think it's a good idea to break up via text or email either?
Break up?
Break up with someone via text and email?
Oh, no. Old school, one-on-one. I know it's prevalent. I know people do it. But, we're dealing with our feelings.
It just seems so much easier.
It is easier, but you know what? Easier isn't always better.
Right.
Sometimes we have to take the harder road. And you're dealing with somebody's feelings.
Right.
I mean, would you want somebody to break up with you electronically?
No.
Ugh.
Well, yeah, you're right. I think, too, a lot of people, I have a friend that was dating, and she found that they just kept texting to communicate. And they rarely talked on the phone because they were texting so much. That can also get in the way, I'm sure.
Well, when we text, we give a message. It's not necessarily who we are, it's who we want somebody to think that we are. So if the bulk of our courtship is through texting or electronic communication, then when we are with that person, we're like, who is this person? That's not the person that was texting me for the last 4 months.
Right.
So you really need that one-on-one connection. It's a little bit different than business. We can conduct business today electronically. It's great. But our relationships still really need that one-on-one touch. A text isn't the same as a touch.
Right. Oh, that's a good one. We should have a bumper sticker that says that. Anything else that we're missing? Any other advice for our viewers that are addicted to their crackberries, we call it?
The other thing I would suggest is when you are with your partner, okay, stop multitasking. You don't have to be doing 16 different things while you are with your partner. Just slow down, enjoy the moment, and be present also in our mind, because what happens is if we're not actually texting, we're thinking about the email we have to get back to once we've finished our date, and then we're not really present. So give your partner your undivided attention. It's the best gift you can give your relationship.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Some great advice. Just put down the phone this weekend and enjoy yourself. Have a good time. All right, great advice.